evening. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, 87CYM. Western Washington Amateur Television Society is a group of amateur radio enthusiasts that put to the airways with fast scan television. We have a repeater located up on Cougar Mountain. Transmit on 70 centimeters, crossband repeater, and spits out images at 1.2 gigahertz. We're also on YouTube, and to get there for our net, just Google WW7ATS, Google WW7ATS, that'll take you to our homepage. There you'll find a link that connects us to YouTube for streaming. And then during the repeater, during the net, we use WW7SCR, the .8 repeater for voice transmission. So for now, I'm going to pause in case anybody has emergency traffic or needs to make a contact for a net that's fully underway. This is Dave 87CYM. So far checked in by video this evening is Ron, 87QKU, Jessica, KS7UHK, Bob, K9PQ, Richard, K7ITX, Wade, W7ITL, Jim, N7QO, James, W7N, myself, Dave, 87CYM, and John joined us this evening, KI7YRC. Anybody else would like to join in that this evening? Green Lane will start at the top of the list with Ron, 87QKU.
Okay, well, good evening. Thank you, Dave. This is Ron, 87QKU. I'm over in Tacoma, where it was 33 degrees a few minutes ago. Yet that was 23 degrees here this morning. I almost thought it was colder than that, but that's what thermometer said. I moved my one sending unit. I told you I had trouble with them. I had them mixed up. I had it on the side of the house here on the south side, but it gets warm in the sun, so I hung it in the tree out front so it doesn't get in the sun now. So I think it'll be a little more accurate. It's accurate in the morning, when it's in the shade, but as soon as the sun comes up, it starts warming up fast. So that's not good. Then I have one on the north side of the house. It's pretty accurate. Well, let's see. Well, tonight, Joanne found out a couple little pieces of steak, and I have this little Cuisinart grill outside in my barbecue grill, and I stuck the steak out there after I seasoned it all up. And I don't know what I was thinking about, but I left it in there way too long. It came out kind of crispy critter first, and I'm like, darn, that's too bad. I like my steak kind of medium rare. But anyway, we had to eat it. It was well done. But it was still good. Let's see. Not much else going on. I said earlier, I was telling the guys I had to go to Proctor. And then when I came back, I turned up 30th, 37th, I guess it is. I went up Shelley and turned up Shelley, and then I turned on the road next to Wade's house and drove down to the inn, and I can see my house down there. I look over the top of the school. I think I can see Wade's antenna sticking up. I'll have to get out a pair of binoculars and take a look. I don't know where my binoculars are, but Wade and I can almost see each other. I think if you were standing on his roof, you could probably see my house. So anyway, we're close together. My wife Joanna and I always talk about, she's been there too, and we were trying to figure out when we look up there where he is, and I was just about right. So he's just east of me, not very far. Okay, back to that
87QKU, Ron. Let's go to Jessica, KF7UHK.
WW7ATS, Jessica, up here in Everett, where it's 35 degrees and cloudy. It was a beautiful, beautiful day today for a while. It's cold. I think I woke up, I think it said 22 degrees out here, so your 23 is not offline, I'm sure. Let's see, I just got done on the LDOC Zoom meeting with a bunch of my friends. We used to get together on the LDOC down on Shill Show on Wednesdays, and we'd get together in Pirate Dave, KD7, I don't remember, something. We'd all get together and bring our stuff down to his barbecue pit and throw stuff on there. And that's the trick about stuff that you put on a little too long, Ron, is ketchup and salt. Just throw it on there, just douse it in ketchup. Everything tastes good if you just douse it in that. Let's see, last night I made meatloaf, and we're still going through that. It's very tasty. Made a lot of it because it's like two pounds of hamburger to 1 pound of pork, ground pork, and then a couple peppers in there, and some celery, and a whole lot of ketchup. Once again, ketchup fits in this. As a kid, I did not like ketchup or mustard. My hamburgers from McDonald's had to be plain, and I would scream and cry if they had anything but plain. I still don't like pickles. With that, I'm going to pass it back. KS7UHK.
KS7UHK. Let's go to Port Angeles. Louis, M7AC.
7HYB.
K7HYB, we noticed you checked in.
There it goes, Joe. Okay. Hi, M7KC here in Port Angeles. I'm better. I've got a little more motion, so... And it's chewing gum. Wrigley's Spearmint sugar-free. And a hot water bottle on the side, get it good and hot, and then just do like 60 in a stretch. And by golly, that's the best thing I've done so far is chewing gum. Anyway, good to see everybody. Okay, ketchup. When I was in the Navy, when I first went on a ship, you all get kitchen duty of some kind. And I had 3 months, and I chose the scullery. They use metal trays with the indents in them, for the food and all. And so we had in the scullery, that's where we would take the trays through the window slot, and then run them through this steam gadget to clean them up and everything. And you could wear blue jeans, and we wore boots that came out there just short of your knees. Well, it turns out that all the plumbing in there for the steam and all that stuff was all copper. And the way we kept that stuff gleaming was ketchup. What you do is all those hot pipes that were copper, you just squirt ketchup all over them, you just rub it all over them, and that acid in there turned that copper into a beautiful shine, and they always stayed that way. We cleaned everything with ketchup, gallons of it, in 3 months. So ketchup can be useful in more ways than just gastronomical, if you please. I'm about out of time. If it gets around to me again, I'll tell you what I did today. It was kind of interesting and kind of fun. So, M7KC, back to you, Dave.
Multi K7HYB.
I didn't think it could be quite this quickly, Dave. KD7D1 and K7HYB, and I gotta hang on to the length here. You keep dropping it. Not too much. It was 19 degrees at 7 a.m. this morning. I'm just looking at my weather station here, and it's currently about 30. So it's just barely below freezing, above freezing today. And the wind, my wind gauge isn't working, my rain gauge isn't working. I bought a new one, so got it coming. That's all for right now. Back to you, Dave. KD7D1M, K7HYB.
K7HYP, Gary, thanks for that. And it's time for an ID. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, KD7CYM. Let's go on to Bob, K9PQ.
Okay, let me get my video switched in here. There we go. Well, good evening, everyone. And, yeah, you know, we've had some sunny days here, but cold, as you all know. Yeah, it's been about the same as you guys, low 20s, right around 20 this morning, and not getting much above freezing today. But just keeping snug inside right now. And a friend of mine came over yesterday. I think I may have mentioned him. He's a friend of mine that he contracted Lyme disease some years ago, and he's got ongoing immune deficiency issues. So he's really, really concerned about COVID, of course, and he knows that I'm really conservative about going anywhere and doing anything, so he's kind of more comfortable coming to visit me than somebody else. And so we got out and walked a little bit yesterday, and it was kind of nice to get out, but today was a good day to stay in. So I guess that'll be and ketchup for clean coffee. That's a new one on me. That should go into one of those life pro tips, you know, one of those websites for, you know, tricks. All right, sending it back to the net, K9PQ.
K9PQ, Bob, thanks for that. Let's go to Richard Kemp, K7ITX.
That's too bad, Ron. My mother-in-law's coming over this weekend, and I know she would like a nice, well, I would probably say medium rare steak. So I hopefully I don't make the same mistake you did. I'll be in the doghouse. And Lee, great news on, it looks like you might have gained more than a millimeter, if you ask me. That looked like maybe 2 or 3 since the last time I saw you on your bite, so that's good news. And yeah, let's welcome John, KI7YRC. Good to see him on board tonight. And then I got just a short little story, if any of my stories are short. As weird as it seemed, you know, when I was getting up yesterday morning, and I sleep in compared to the YL and the dog. They're up usually an hour or two before me, but so I'm getting up, and but as I get out of bed or coming out of bed, something's kind of pulling. I can't get out. It's pulling me, and in fact, it looks like the bedding is coming right along with. Well, I was stuck to the sheet that you know. I was stuck to it. My shirt was, and I thought, I took my shirt off and I peeled everything apart, and I got, gee whiz, you know, it looked like gum, or I don't know, maybe did the dog throw up? Well, all right. So to make a long story short, you know, I think I may have mentioned that Debbie the YL likes to go bowling. Well, she did on Monday, and well, what else do you do when, you know, like, especially when you're a little kid, there's not a lot of options for snacks in the machine that normally people like, but she bought a box of milk duds, and, you know, those chocolate caramel treats with like a little round ball, milk duds. Well, she had, I guess, 4 on her nightstand. Well, when she went to look after my incident, there was only 3. And so then we put 2 and 2 together. That's why the dog would not stop licking
all night long. It was just driving us crazy. Stop licking, stop licking. Well, it wasn't. It was smacking on the juice of that milk well, whatever. What a crazy mess. So anyway, that's my story for tonight. K7ITX, back to net control.
K7ITX. I guess that's the old saying, I'm stuck on you. Well, let's go on down to Wade in Tacoma, W7ITL.
All right, hold on just a second here. All right, well, a lot of good stories tonight. You got me hungry, Ron, with the steak story, and sounds like somebody else was talking about steak. I forgot who. But yeah, it was nice to know you're looking out and checking out my home, Ron, and it's interesting how close we are, right? Well, yeah, today it was definitely a cold day. I think I had 23 on the thermostat on the thermometer this morning. So yeah, let's see. Hold on, just let me break for just a second. Comment leaves ketchup story. Maybe I'll use that as my next way of cleaning my J-pole. I have a all copper half-inch J-pole that uses copper tubing. Maybe I'll use that instead of the brass that I normally use. It's nice to hear you, Bob, that you got out and got to hang out with your buddies yesterday. And let's see, John, it's nice to see you on the net. And I'm trying to make it down to the clubhouse there, the DK clubhouse more. There seems more things that I can do than I remember being able to do before. And the gum story, or the milk dud story, that's neat, Richard. I'm really a big fan of milk duds, so that made me a little hungry. But it sucks that maybe one of them got stuck in your bed sheet there. And the while and the bowling. It's kind of funny you talk about bowling. My son is in the bowling league with his school, and we went and watched him after school today, doing a few rounds of bowling. And then we went out to dinner with my folks at the Olive Garden over in South Center. They were on their way out to Florida for tomorrow, and we're going to be out there for a week or so. I forget how many weeks. But yeah, they're going to go to Florida. So yeah, that's it for this round. This is W7ITL, back to net.
W7ITL, let's see if Jim's on the line. N7QO.
N7QO, thank you, Dave. Good evening, everyone. Good to see you. I am in the shack this evening, so I'm not transmitting any RF. And my wife is using my computer with the camera now, so you don't have any video from me. But what my wife and I did today was mainly run errands. It was such a pretty day. It was definitely chilly. When I got up this morning at 6 o'clock, it showed 23 degrees. I forgot to check what the low was, but I'll bet it was about 23 over here, just south of Covington. Ron, curious how your cat is doing. Talking about the ketchup, let's see. Jessica, yeah, kind of interesting. I like anything tomatoey, including ketchup. I love tomatoes. My wife does ketchup, but she does not do tomatoes. She says it's something to do with the consistency. I don't get it, but anyway, that's what she says. And Lee, yeah, I'd probably be licking the pipes. I'd get into trouble for that one. But glad to hear that you're feeling better, and I can certainly see that, I don't remember who said it, but yeah, you're definitely opening your mouth a whole lot more. I think it was Dick. I think you're opening your mouth a whole lot more than 1 extra millimeter, so I'm glad to see that you're doing better. Reset.
And Dick, man, milk duds. I can empathize with Pippa. Milk duds is one of my favorite things in the whole world. However, I don't have them ever, because one time I was munching on a milk dud, and one of my crowns got attached to and came out with a milk dud, so I don't do those anymore. Anyway, glad you figured out what was going on with being stuck to the bed sheet there. That's troubling unless you figure it out, so glad that you did that. K7ZYM and 7QO.
And 7QO, thanks for that. And it's ID time again. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine. I'm Dave, KD7ZYM. Let's go to Bellevue to James, WW7ATS.
Well, thank you very much. Audio check here. I put about 15 watts out today trying to find a compromise between power and messing up my own monitor. How am I doing, Dave? Okay, it's a good night. Maybe that has something to do with the cold weather, because yeah, this morning it was about 23 degrees when I got up here in northeast Bellevue. Right now it's about 33, I think, according to the nearest Bellevue temp sense. Okay, well, interesting experiment here. And I appreciate everyone's patience with it. I'm going to figure this out one of these days. Catch up on copper. Now I'm wondering, I tried vinegar on brass, and it turned the brass almost a brownish dark color. But I actually left the brass in the vinegar, just regular old household vinegar, for a while. But I'm going to try catch up now on those little brass parts and see if that does any better. And Richard, you know, it's happened to us all. I thought your story was going to end with, and then I woke up in the alley and the police was standing over me, and, you know, I was glad to hear it was just a milk dud. Right? Okay, am I cutting in and out? Is that what everyone's telling me? Oh my goodness, well I'm putting out enough now that I squish my monitor down so, you know, it gets a big black bar on the bottom. So, well anyway, that's another RF interference problem I'll have to work with. So I was saying, you know, the milk dud story was interesting. I was expecting it to end more interesting. Steak dinner, Ron, that sounds awfully good to me. Right now I'm on an extremely restricted diet, so I won't be having steak for a while here. Other interesting tidbit. AT&T was supposed to shut off their G3 network today, but they have not done so. I've been testing my old G3 phone throughout the day to see when it would finally die, and it's still working. So if anybody has any information on that, let me know. Okay, with that, appreciate everybody's patience working the audio circuit here. This is James, WW7N. Back to you, Dave.
WW7N, thanks for that. This is Dave, KD7ZYM in Lake City. Oh, it's a heat wave here this evening. I've got 34 degrees on the outside thermometer in Lake City. And boy, the chill has certainly been in the air here in Lake City the last few days. My only outing has been to go to the mailbox for the last 3 days, and that's about it. But anyway, didn't have to put a mask on to go out to check the mail, and I forgot that Monday was a holiday, so to get some exercise going out to the mailbox. And that's about what's happening here in Lake City. It's really clear out tonight, so I think it's probably going to dip down. My outside thermometer sensor is on the south side of the house, and I noticed by noon today it was showing 54 degrees, so I had to double check that. The sun had hit the side of the house and the sensor and really showed that it was really warm outside, but then I checked in reality and it wasn't. So anyway, my other thermometer said it was cold out. So that's what I've got to add to Dave, KD7ZYM. So let's go down to John, KI7YRC.
Oh, well, thank you, everybody, for having me on the net tonight. Both Richard and Wade invited me to join, so I figured I might as well jump in and say hello to everybody. But from what I've heard about the 3G network, it was something about a lot of the alarm companies were still using 3G. So I think they got pushed back from a lot of the alarm companies that are still using 3G. That could be wrong, but that's what the last thing I heard yesterday. They were talking about that. But gosh, down here at my place, 32 degrees, and with the wind chill factors, it's down to 28 degrees. Like, it's a little chilly, but good thing I don't got to go to work till the afternoon tomorrow, because leaving the house at 5:30 is super chilly in the morning. But I don't got much else to say besides, oh yeah, with Jessica and the meatloaf, I saw a recipe from the A1 pack that was talking about stuffed mac and cheese meatloaf. I'm not a fan of meatloaf, but that surely sounded something like I would definitely try since I really love mac and cheese. So I'm going to have to give that a try here the next couple of days, see if I like it or not. But with that, KI7YRC.
KI7YRC, thanks for joining the net this evening. Let's go up to the top of the list to Ron, KD7QKU, known as the well-done steak curator.
Yeah, blackened steak. That's what we had tonight. My wife wasn't convinced. But anyway. Yeah, Lee, I'm glad to see you're doing better. And, yeah, so Jessica was talking about, I guess, meatloaf and ketchup and everything. Jessica, if you really want to make your meatloaf good, you want to put a little brown sugar in it. And brown sugar with the ketchup and everything will really make it good. That's a tip that a lady gave me at work, and Joanne's done it a few times, and it really is good. So let's see, it's 31 degrees here now, and I didn't make any notes, I'm sorry. So, yeah, John, it's glad you could be with us tonight. It's nice to see you. And, Jiminy Christmas, Richard. That was kind of a bad deal. I thought maybe you were going to say you went out to get the mail without your nightshirt on or something. But I guess not. I'm thinking about stuff like that reminds me when I was a kid, I don't know what grade we were in, I suppose it was grade school. Some kid taking his chewing gum, Lee was talking about chewing gum, and stuck it in a girl's hair. And that was a real mess. But one of the teachers were pretty smart, and they got an ice cube someplace, and they put an ice cube on it, and got most of it out. But I think that kid got sent to the ballroom. That's where the paddle was kept. But anyway. So I don't know. I don't have too much going on over here. Like I said, I did go over to Proctor today and then back. Joanna went shopping. Yesterday was so darn cold because the wind was blowing. The wind was out of the north here, and it was, I don't know, it must have been blowing 15, 25 miles an hour. It was really blowing, and you go outside and get in the wind, and it was just, freezing. So I was going to go for a walk. I think the day before, Joanna and I went for a walk, and it was like 35 degrees outside. And I told Joanne she needed to put her Gore-Tex coat on over her little jacket she had on. And I put mine on, and we just got started, and it started to spit snow, and so it snowed a little bit all the way around. And we walk about a mile around the block here, and it was cold. Of course, when we were going, north, we were facing the wind, and it was really cold, and then there was just a tiny bit of snow. It didn't stick on anything, but it made it kind of pretty. The grass wasn't wet or anything, but it was just a few flakes falling. So, it's nice to see everybody tonight. And Bert, we haven't seen Bert for a while. I don't know if anybody has a report on Bert. Back to that.
KD7QKU, thanks for that report, Ron. And for an ID, this is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society net on the 08 machine, 147.08. WW7ATS carries our voice transmissions during our net, or our video net. So let's go down to Lee N7KC.
Doesn't Jessica come before this?
For now, we'll take Lee N7KC.
Okay, all right, good enough. Yeah, Lee here at 7KC in Port Angeles. Yeah, I didn't acknowledge John initially. It's good to see you tonight. I heard some stuff about you here a minute or two ago, so we get to see what you look like tonight. Very good. Well, it didn't get colder than 23 degrees here the last couple of days. Tonight I think it's supposed to get down to 28 or something like that. So we've all been pulled out of this, I think. So it really wasn't anything like the other cold snap that came through, which really was kind of protracted. Well, what I did today, I've learned how to get the airport automated weather on the phone. And I have a really nice Colesman DC-10 aircraft altimeter, which can function just very well as a barometer, too. Anyway, so what I did, and I have my fancy Wallace and Tiernan aneroid, you know, the big fancy barometer here. Well, I knew that the big one was a little bit, I thought it was about a milliwatt off. And so turns out here in Port Angeles today, we had a low tide that was 0.5 feet, half a foot. And so that gave me an opportunity to get very, very close to mean sea level. And so what I did was I called the airport before we left the house, and I got the altimeter setting, and I put it in the altimeter, the DC-10 gadget, and then grabbed my aneroid, and we headed down to the harbor, which is only 5 minutes away, something like that. And $5. When we got down there, that DC-10 took it right down to the water, and it took 0 feet. So I was just delighted that that one is in very good calibration. But the aneroid was about a little over a millibar off, so I took a couple of screwdrivers, and while I was down there, I just carefully set it and brought it back home. So that was that. And the other thing I was hoping to, I forgot to punch my timer, so I don't know. What I wanted to do was to show, can you see this? Wave if you can see it. Yeah, okay. All right. So on the 21st, that was 2 days ago, at 9 in the morning, which is right here, the humidity was 96%. 3 hours later, well, it dipped down here to 63%, and then went back up to 65, and it was about 65. Fantastic. Anyway, that's all I wanted to show there. And I suspect I'm probably going to run over here and time the thing out, so I better quit. So that's enough of your day. Back to you, N7KC.
N7KC. And let's go to Meatloaf, Jessica.
N7UHK. Let's see, speaking of things we use for different things, at Boeing making circuit boards, we used to use peanut oil as our material to reflow plated solder on our 10-lead soldering. So you put it all up there, and then you put it in hot oil, and it would all turn silver, just like solder looks. Otherwise, it looked gray. And we used peanut oil. I think it scorched less. It didn't smell like peanuts,
and we got up to 600 degrees, and it worked really great. And you could use it for a long time before you had to change it out. So that was kind of cool. Let's see, consistency. Yeah, I understand the thing about tomatoes and consistency. You know, that feel of it. The other thing that always gives me a bugaboo is names of things. I didn't eat sour cream for 45 years because I thought, why would anybody want to have cream that's sour on their potatoes? It makes no sense to me. It's delicious though. So I gotta tell you, finally got it on there on accident, and it's really, really good. Let's see, mac and cheese and meatloaf, it would be good together. See, I would never have eaten meatloaf till I saw it was you can put the ingredients you want into meatloaf and only pick the ones you want in there, and then to me it tastes like a very tasty hamburger, just kind of in a different shape. And lastly, probably shouldn't let your dogs eat that much chocolate. I'm not sure how much real chocolate's in those milk ducks. It's not that good for them, but they'll eat it. They'll certainly lick that right down to nothing. With that, that's it for me right here in over at KF7 UHK.
KF7 UHK, thanks for that, Jessica. Let's go to Gary and Malty, K7HYD.
Yeah, good evening. Kilo 17 Hotel Yankee Bravo here, and audio only tonight. Too lazy to set up the link to the repeater. And besides, I haven't shaved in about 4 days, so you don't want to really go by really quick the mic. I want to tell you a short break. Jessica, I noticed you just reminded me of something. How did you go about heating your tips? I've got some soldering tips here that I can't get them to take the solder. It's driving me crazy. I want to file them right now with the copper. Is there anything that you use?
I wrap solder, like a solder with lots of good resin around the tip, and then turn it on and let it heat up slowly with that rosin and that resin, and that helps, I think, to clean it off. Sometimes you just kind of clean them off a little bit, and with lots of resin, that's what makes solder flow. That's kind of what I do. KF7 HK.
Okay, that's probably what I'm doing wrong. They get too hot too quick. I've got a variable pressure soldering station that I use for my repair work here, and the tips, I clean them up and file them down a little bit so they're clean, but for some reason or other they won't hold a solder. I must be running them too hot. Anyway, thanks for the tip. I'll take that out. I really don't have too much here. It's nice to hear everybody on the net tonight, and welcome to the other gentleman down there. I didn't catch the call, the name. I've been paying attention to other things going on there. So, back to you, Dave. I'll let everybody else have time. K7HYD.
K7HYD. Let's go to a Healthy Bob, T9PQ.
Well, hey, hello again. I got a few notes here. So yeah, milk duds. I was never a big fan, but yeah, especially. So I avoid gum. I avoid milk duds, low salt caramel, and all any chewy foods. Anything, that kind of food that could yank those things out because they will do it. I'm just the opposite with ketchup and tomatoes. I think it's the acid in the ketchup upsets my stomach, but I like tomatoes just fine. Same thing with cucumber and pickles. So pickles are basically cucumber treated in vinegar. Well, I like cucumbers, I like vinegar, but don't like pickles. Go figure. And welcome, John. And Ron, as far as the wind, we didn't have wind here, so that was nice. We were able to get out and about, and that's that's all I've got this time around. Back to that K9P2.
K9P2, let's go to Richard, K7ITX.
Okay, I just switched over to YouTube. So anyway, I'm really happy with the latency. Last time I checked, it was only like about 3 seconds. So that's pretty phenomenal. I think it might be a little bit slower now, but so let's see. Well, I don't know. Maybe I have the record. I didn't hear everyone's low overnight, but I've got 22 registered on my my weather forecaster. Now it's saying it's supposed to rain, but I don't think so. I think we're looking at a kind of a overcast start that's supposed to burn off. Today was beautiful, just beautiful. But I don't know. I think it was too cold to be outside. I went to the church and to the workout with that fitness instructor lady that I showed you guys one time, and that was a lot of fun. And then right when I was leaving, she told me that there was another one tomorrow that she's putting on at 11:30. Slightly more, well, a lot more difficult. This is the one where I'm expected to, push-ups, I don't know. I'm still in recovery mode from lack of exercise, so I'll be lucky to hit 5. And then as far as squat thrust, the burpees, I haven't done 15. The last time I did 15 was about 2.5 weeks ago. But I'm feeling really good and strong. I actually felt so good and strong yesterday, believe it or not. I jacked up the Ford Explorer, removed the flat tire, and took it down to Les Schwab in the back of my pickup. And I have to tell you, that tire is probably every bit of 50 pounds, if not 60 to 70 pounds. It was heavy. In fact, I had to use a stool to lift the tire wheel up to part way up to the tailgate, where then I could just use its leverage and shove it in that way. But putting it back on, well, that was a whole other story. I haven't changed a tire like that probably in about 25 years. It's been a long time. I just wasn't doing that anymore. And I was actually pretty stupid on my part in some respects, because, the reason why I removed the tire and took it down, loose, is because I just figured it would be backed up with customers, and I didn't feel like waiting around for it. Well, I get there, and he says, are you going to wait around? And I go, no, I'll come back tomorrow. And the mechanic said, well, if you wait around, I'll have it done in 10 minutes. Well, if I would have known that, maybe I would have not changed it out myself. But, I don't know. I think there's something about, it's a lot easier for them. If you just give them a loose tire, they look at it a lot differently as opposed to hoisting your truck up in the air and doing all that business. So, anyway, that's my story. I'm going to stick to it. So, with that, KD7ZYM, K7ITX. Back to net control.
K7ITX, thanks for that, Richard. And I'm for IT again. This is the Western Washington Amateur Television Society on the 08 machine. Talk about being physical fit. Let's go to Wade, W7ATS, who's in training for some major sporting event.
Yeah, I am definitely working on getting a little more fit. I haven't worked out since last Thursday, so I think I was actually planning on going out tonight. I'm kind of a late night workout person, so I typically like to work out at night. So I'm going to do that. I'm probably not going to catch you guys in on the next round. Let me see, make a few comments. I don't know if I said anything about Lee's teeth getting better with possibly maybe chewing gum helping that gap get a little bit wider so that he can chew things a little bit better. And it's good to find out that that's working for you. Richard, I'm gonna go work out and hopefully be my inspiration to keep on working out. So it sounds like you might have a coach of some sort, maybe helping you, a workout coach. So I don't know if I'm ready for that. I'm just gonna go. I think tonight just go swim. Maybe I'll hit the treadmill for a few miles. And let's see, the shutdown, James, the AT&T shutdown. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about that too. So keep us posted about how that spins out, because I think you're going to probably see better performance after AT&T shuts down that network on their 5G and their 4G network. So it's a good thing and a bad thing for folks that maybe just don't have the cash, or just, maybe there's too many customers for them to handle to switch out to 5G. But yeah, it's going to happen one of these days. Everybody's got to get off to the 2G and the 3G. I think T-Mobile still actually has 2G, and they're going to be shutting that down in June, I think. John, keep coming back. I hope to see you next Saturday, this coming Saturday, or whenever you can make it in next. It's nice seeing new faces on the net. With that said, this is W7ITL, and everybody have a good night. Signing out.
W7ITL, we got a 73 from you. Thanks for joining the net this evening. Let's go to Covington, to Jim, N7QO.
N7QO, thank you, Dave. Well, let's see, John, good to see you. Jim, what Wade and John said, I actually have a Verizon 3G phone, and they sent me another one, a 4G phone through the mail. I haven't even turned it on yet. I have not checked to see if my 3G phone is still working. I just kind of had an extra one. I needed a different phone number for work. I guess I don't need it anymore. But anyway, I should go check on that a little bit. Dave, you look cold. I'm wearing a hat here in the shack as well, but you in the house, I hope it's a little warmer there. Lee, I apologize, I forgot to get to you the AOS number. I looked at that after the last net, or was it 2 nets ago? Whenever we spoke about that, I found a number which I forgot to relay to you, and also Port Angeles has 3 instrument approaches, the one ILS to which you referred, and then they have 2 GPS approaches as well. Jessica, sour cream, yeah, I agree. I did not eat it. Eventually I tried it, and of course I like it. I'm pretty food friendly. I just have to get the nerve to taste some stuff, I guess. It kind of worked that way in different countries too. Reset. Gary, soldering iron tips. Not sure which sort of soldering iron unit you've got, but if you've used it for a while, it sounds like it's a new tip, but then you said something about filing it down, so that sounds like maybe it's an old tip. I've had some problems with certain irons where, particularly if you don't use them a while, it's almost like some corrosion or ash or something forms between the tip itself and the heating end of the soldering iron. So I'd have to take the tip off and then clean out and put it back together, and it seems to heat better after I do that. Just something to try. Dick, I found the same experience as you regarding tires. In fact, there was one time I took a loose tire in for repair. Of course, it happened to be the same place where I bought the tire, but the fellow just fixed it for me at no charge, so I appreciated that. And it was the same sort of deal. It took him all of about 10 minutes, but I was actually able to show him where the tire had a hole in it. But anyway, back to you, Dave, N7QO.
N7QO, thanks for joining. Big City James, Bellevue, WW7ATS.
Okay, I tried cleaning some contacts. How am I doing here with this? Is this coming through? Okay, well, maybe it is that the microphone cord. I thought I corrected that. For the 3G information, I heard alarm company. For G3, alarm companies and one environmental control system, and let's see, automobiles. I think Bert had mentioned he had got stung on the automobile thing. Hey James, do you let up on the microphone switch a lot, or does it just cut out? Very careful. Talk to you guys later. I think it's your microphone switch or something. It seems like you let up on your microphone an awful lot.
WW7M, James. Wish you well on the next round. This is Dave, 87CYM, Lake City. Goes back to Jessica with meatloaf. Mom used to make meatloaf, and she put little cubes of cheese, quarter-inch, marbled through the meatloaf when she was making it up. And then that cheese would melt when it was being baked. And then when you had it, it was kind of cool because the cheese would ooze out on its life. Meatloaf. Anyway, that's an idea. And that's the only thing I can add to meatloaf for the night. So this is Dave, KD7ZYM in Lake City. So let's go to John, KI7YRC.
Well, there's not much more going down here. Just get the little one ready for bed and making sure she's all going and everything. But other than that, doing well. And I know this summer is going to be kind of interesting for me because I'm going to meet a couple of friends that are hams down here in Tacoma area. Going to start doing parks on the air and stuff. So hopefully my work schedule works out with theirs so I can go out there and make some adventures of doing that. We all want to get active in doing that. I figured, hey, I can't argue with that because we're going out, being active, and doing ham radio all at the same time. What better than that? Plus being in nature. Then you get to test different theories of antennas at the same time. Even better. So with that, I may be in for the next round. It may not be depending on what all I got to do to get the little one ready for bed. So KI7YRC.
KI7YRC, thanks for joining the next evening. Let's go up to Ron, 87CKU in Tacoma.
Okay. I was looking at the TV there. The Russians have invaded Ukraine. Looks like it's going to get heated over there. So anyway, they're showing it on TV. So let's see. Blue cheese. I like blue cheese on a steak once in a while. I don't know if you like blue cheese, Jessica, but man, I remember the first time I was asked in a restaurant by the waitress if I wanted some blue cheese on my steak. I was a little kind of hemmed and hawed, but I said, yeah, no, I'll try it, because I like it on salad and stuff. Oh man, it's pretty good on steak. So sometimes when you're brave, put some blue cheese on it. So I don't have much either, and I'm sorry, I haven't been taking very many notes. It's like I say, glad to see that Lee is not quite back to normal, but he's getting better, and that's good. So I'm just going to send it back to Nat. KD7QKU, back to Nat.
87QKU, let's go to Jessica, KF7UHK.
I'll tell you my bratty thing I did as a kid. I was once given an RF generator. It was a pretty old-fashioned one, but it still worked. And I came from a big family, 6 kids, and I'm the second to the youngest. I had a little sister still living in the house with me, and Mom and Dad. And my little sister was getting to the age of listening to KJR, and I was already listening to KJR. So I decided to put an antenna up in the attic, because I was always hanging out in the attic, kind of like mad scientists do. And I put this antenna all the way through the house up to her bedroom, over her bedroom, and then I tuned in KJR on my RF generator and beat out the radio, so the radio would just kind of all of a sudden have carrier instead of the radio signal from Seattle way down to Edmonds. And then I'd hear this Mom, and then they'd come talk to me and say, stop doing whatever you're doing. So I just want to tell you about that story, because I saw someone put an RF generator on Facebook to ask what it was, and I was explaining that's what it's good for. KF7UHK. Good net tonight. Once again, KF7UHK.
KF7UHK, I guess you'll be known as a jammer. Let's go to Lee, M7KC.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to hold it. I'm just going to say it's a good net. Doesn't see you guys, and all goes well. We'll see you Saturday night. So Lee in Port Andrew, in 7KC. We'll see you after that.
M7KC, Lee, thanks for that. Let's see, we got time for one remark from Gary. K7HYG.
Remark. Good night.
That was quick. Well, we can go to Bob, K9PQ.
Bob, is that correct?
Oh, what's the K9PQ Bob to see what was happening there.
You checked out, Dave. He's gone.
7ITX.
You should know better to think that you're just going to get one remark from me. I've never been limited that much before. So anyway, yeah, gosh, what a nice turnout for a Wednesday night. In fact, it wasn't supposed to get back to me because, but then we had like 3 in a row that just had hardly any comments. So anyway, and oh yeah, James, I think you'll get it figured out eventually. I actually think that you must have some kind of obstruction or some kind of interference that requires you to have 50 watts to get to the, I mean, as close as you are to the repeater. I know it doesn't sound right, but it just seems like there's some kind of interference, and because when you're running high power, the highest power you can for 2 meter, I guess, for normal, that's what I have right now. It's 50 watts, and I don't know. But then my antenna is so far away from where I'm sitting, it's not going to interfere with anything.
Well, that's just my wild guess as to what your issue is. That there's some environmental aspect, maybe unrelated to your setup in general. So with that, I'll just say 73 to everybody. This is K7ITS, Richard and Kent, and I'll say KD7ZYM, back to net control.
Thanks for that, Richard. And we'd like to thank the CTAC Repeater Association for letting us use their repeater WW7STR 147.08 for our voice transmissions for our WW7ATS nets held on Wednesdays and Saturdays between 8 and 9 o'clock. So on behalf of the Western Washington Amateur Television Society, this is Dave, KD7ZYM, terminating the net. Good evening all. 9 o'clock.
N7KC disconnected. Uniform 7 November, listing on the 08 machine. WW7ATS Whiskey Uniform 7 November with a 10 count audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. WW7N, thank you very much.